literally all year I fear this podcast because it's when we are locking in our ballots and we're doing it live. Uh, and I know I shouldn't care. There is absolutely zero stakes here. We say there are stakes. We say the loser has to watch, I don't know, random movie or TV show, but really it doesn't matter. To
Or
me,
eat
it's
Eli's hat.
or eat my hat. To me, it's like, look, I won last year and it felt great, and I want to win again this year,
Can we
and I don't
recap
know if I will.
Can we recap the numbers from last year?
Do you have them? I don't have them.
No. Oh, I thought you had them in front of you.
All I know is I won. I won the Golden Globes. I won the Oscar last year, and this year you and I tied Golden Globes, and Ethan lost so bad it is almost embarrassing.
Cool.
Well, and you know what I think
He has no comeback. He
Cool.
has no comment. Oh, cool.
I think what is fun about this year, as like anxiety inducing as this can be, it's that we have no idea, and we haven't had an Oscars like this in a while. This is like actually what Oscars should be. We should have no idea what's happening outside of supporting actor, and that's exciting.
We're going to get right into it. We're going to fill out our ballots. You're going to see our thought processes live. I don't know if you two already know what you're picking, but I don't. I'm going to attempt to do it live.
Mine's typed.
Yours is
Impressive.
typed. But could I go a really quick tangent? This is the first year I actually voted for an award show. I was able to vote for Independent Spirit Awards. And what came out to me is when I went to vote for it, it's basically like a Google form. And like with most Google forms I fill out, at first I'm so into it, and by the last page I'm just like, whatever.
They
whatever,
talked a
and pick
lot
random things.
about on the big picture the alphabetation preference, and that sort of speaks to it that you're just like, just the first one.
It's real.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not just the first one for me anyway. Look, there's been a lot of articles out recently that is like Oscar voters talk about how they voted. And one of them drove me insane, which is it said that they didn't vote for Ralph Fiennes because he's already won an Oscar before.
And he hasn't.
He hasn't won an Oscar before. So like, to me, I think if you're in the Academy, great, you should be able to vote, but you should also take a test every year to renew your eligibility to vote. You should just take a quick little film history test. And if you pass it, great. If you don't pass it, fuck off. But every year, like around with the shorts, I don't see all of these shorts all the time. I've seen some of these this year, but I don't have the time to see them all. So usually in the past, I just pick the one with the most interesting name, and then I'm shocked every year when I get it right, because I think a lot of voters just pick the one with the most interesting name.
Yeah.
Did you just advocate for voter ID laws in this country, Eli?
Interesting.
I think you
Interesting how that's working
did.
out.
Look, Andrew Tate is on his way back to the United States, and he's gunning for our podcast.
He's
so
coming back for Shrek 5. He really is a big Shrek dude.
He's coming back for Shrek 5.
Say what you will.
It's a
Biden didn't deliver. Obama's second term didn't deliver a new Shrek movie. Trump is making Shrek great again. So
making Shrek green again.
Making Shrek green again.
Make that hat.
Hey,
Make that hat.
You know what? Green is happening because Alphaba came back. Alpha. It's all wicked. It's all a wicked effect.
Maybe.
Well, that. Okay. Let's get into this. Where do you want to start?
The bottom.
Should we start with visual effects?
Yeah.
From the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah.
All right.
I have visual effects at the bottom.
Okay. Visual effects. The nominees are Alien, Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. A lot of monkeys.
Yeah.
What do y'all have?
Are we doing
what is your official ballot?
Will
Wish,
and then
should,
yeah,
or wish in prediction.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'm counting is what you're actually putting down as your ballot.
I know, but it's still nice to say
yeah,
we want to
it's fine.
win. Yeah.
Go for it.
My wish is Better Man because that monkey got a hand job. And my prediction is Dune 2, which is great visual effects.
Ethan?
Dune 2. Those movies are operating on a different level, and that will be my comment for like 4 more of these categories.
Yeah, my answer is Dune 2. I promise I'm not just going to do that every time and agree with Ethan, but my answer is Dune 2.
Dune 2.
That's hard to say. Dune 2. Dune. I don't think I've said it right once. No. Dune 2. You know a word I struggle with? Arnold Palmer.
You know, that's not a word, but it's a name of a person.
Is it a name of a person even if there is a drink named after it?
Oh,
So
right,
it's
because
the name of
Shirley
a
Temple
drink.
never existed. What are you talking
But I think
Yeah.
about?
I
Are
think
you
I could
saying that
argue that
women
Shirley Temple is
well,
both a person and a
Eli
thing.
said women don't exist on this podcast. Fascinating.
Arnold Palmer is both a person and a thing. It can be both.
I don't know. I think you're objectifying a woman and a golfer in that statement.
By the way, that was the best I've ever said Arnold Palmer. All right. Caroline's turn. What's next?
Sound.
Sound. What you got?
Or are you seeing the nominations or the nominees?
Oh, sorry. The sound nominations are A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Ethan's favorite movie, Wicked, and The Wild Robot.
Dune 2. Dune 2.
Dune 2, Dune 2.
Dune 2, Dune 2! We're locked step right now, which is kind of boring. Caroline, I'm disappointed in you that you didn't pick Wicked.
If for best sound, but the sound in Dune 2 is crazy.
Dune
But
2, Dune
also,
2.
yeah, but I would be happy for a Wicked upset.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Dune
they
2,
did
Dune
all that
2.
live. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go to live action short film if that's cool.
Yeah.
Knock these out. The nominees are Alien, Alien, Anuja, I'm Not a Robot. That's written by Ethan. The Last Ranger, and The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent. Have you seen any of these?
No, but The Man Who Cannot Remain Silent feels like a story I know too well. But I'm picking Last Ranger because I read the
Sure. Ethan, what are you picking?
My sister saw all these, and she said that I'm Not a Robot was her favorite, but Anunja is going to win, so that I will take her advice on that, and I'll pick Anunja, and I want it to be I'm Not a Robot for my sister.
Sure. I'm saying The Man Who Cannot Remain Silent.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so there we go. That's a big one. Let's go into
Animated short.
sure, animated short. The nominees are, once I find it. Okay. Beautiful Men. Where? In the Shadow of the Cypress, Magic Candies, Wander to Wonder, and Yuck by Charlie XCX. Yes, I stole those jokes from Bowen Yang and Rachel Sennett when they announced these live. I don't know if you watched that. It was very funny.
It was.
I guess I'm gonna pick. What was the first one? That's the other
Beautiful
one.
Men. Where?
Yeah, I feel like Beautiful Men. Where?
You know what that's about? It's about guys who go to Turkey to get hair transplants.
I know all about those. That's some could say Travis Kelce went there. Anyways,
And by some, you mean you, Caroline Nash, are definitely saying that right now.
maybe it looks the man with he's got a fresh head of hair.
I picked Magic Candies.
And that's why you're talking like that. But what movie do you want?
I picked Magic Candies.
These jokes are good. I'm going. So Beautiful Men, I think, was the favorite. I'm going Wander to Wonder. I think that won the Annie Award. Wander to Wonder is mine.
Wonder, miracle
Wonder.
of miracles.
Thank you.
Or like miracle of miracles.
Were you
Yeah.
in Fiddler like growing up? Did you ever do
No, I was an
Fiddler?
assistant director for it once.
Yeah.
How about
sounds
you?
right.
Aww.
What's more Jewish than being in Fiddler is being the assistant director to Fiddler.
Yeah, that tracks.
I think my temple did like a talent show thing and I sang for it.
Cool.
Or I did something.
I bet.
Maybe
I
I was a
really wish
tree.
I was there to see it.
I know. Were you doing magic
Well,
tricks?
Would you have managed me?
No.
1 year for a temple talent show, my dad, who was he did something for him. He like did an Ed McMahon bit and I was Topo Gigio. Is that too obscure of a reference?
I think so.
Topo Gigio is Ed McMahon's little mouse friend.
Oh,
All right,
wow.
that's
the
it.
boomers
Oh,
just
I-
really laughed
Mhm.
at that moment. They just,
Thank you.
wow.
They fell. Yeah, they fell out of their chair.
And because they're boomers
right.
and their age, they cannot get up from the floor. You killed a couple boomers with that joke, Eli.
Good. Documentary short film. The categories are Death by Numbers, I Am Ready, Warden, Incident, Instrument of a Beating Heart, and The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Which is on
Incident.
Netflix.
I'm picking Incident. Yeah.
I heard that's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
I pick I Am Ready, Warden. because I think that it's the clearest indicator of what sad topic this documentary short is about, and people will align to that sad topic.
I am picking I Am Ready Warden, title alone. I think it's also on Paramount, but title alone. Yeah, I think that you get a plot from that.
Yeah.
You know what you're about to watch.
Yeah.
And I think that all the voters who didn't actually watch it are just going to vote for it because of that.
Yep.
I Am Ready Warden is my pick.
Yeah. Incidents about a shooting in Chicago, a police shooting.
It's about an incident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and it's from the body cam, right?
Yeah.
Oy.
Oof. Oy. All right. So we're that might be where we figure out who wins here, whoever does the best in those categories. But let's keep going. Let's go to makeup and hairstyling. The nominees are A Different Man, Emilia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked.
Part of me wishes we would get a Nosferatu. I've really come around to Count Olak as as a gay icon, even though he's not a gay. I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed
Best
with him.
mustache, I'll tell you that
Yeah. But my prediction is Substance, of course. It was
much.
disgusting.
So you want Nosferatu to win, but Substance is going to win.
Yeah.
Go.
I really struggle with this one. I want The Substance to win. And I just think that Wicked could take home a win here.
Interesting.
Good.
So I
It could.
think
A lot of green.
so much
It
green.
is
a lot
nominated.
of green. So much green.
I think I'm gonna pick Wicked just to shake some things up.
I'm going Substance. I know a lot of voters do not like The Substance. That's been the through line of those anonymous ballot things.
I think that people will look for places to award Wicked.
I think
Yeah.
And I think that could be a spot.
Yeah.
Oh, righty then. Let's go to production design. Another hard. All of these are hard. One of us could get every single one right, and one of us could get absolutely every single one wrong.
I know.
And, who knows? All right, production design. The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu,
I
and
know.
Wicked. What is that accent? I don't know.
It's just
Caroline,
fun.
what do you have?
Nosferatu might become my favorite movie in the next 5 years. Just watch that happen. Just for pure camp.
It is
But
great.
it's a silly movie. I think production design. My wish is Wicked and Conclave tie. Because they had to remake the entire, because they couldn't film in the Vatican, so they rebuilt the entire set in 5 weeks. But my prediction is Wicked.
I want Dune Part 2 to win for all the reasons stated, but I don't think it will because it's the sequel, and so I will go with Wicked as well.
Yeah, I'm going with Wicked.
Wicked.
That's the way to go.
Wicked.
Where do you want to go? Let's go film editing, because I think this is a fun one, too. The nominees are Anora, edited by Sean Baker, by the way. Let's just throw that out there. Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Ethan's favorite movie, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. It's funny because every time Ethan makes a face, but it's a podcast, so that face is just for me, and it's only fueling me to keep saying
And the
it.
face is a big smile because he's right.
Yeah, because podcasting is a visual medium. We'll get Foley artists on here eventually.
Yeah, that's right.
Ah,
That's her.
great
Once we
idea.
get advertising budget, we will get a Foley. We'll blow it all on a Foley.
Dave, are you available?
Yeah.
My wish is Anora. My prediction is Anora.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is messing me up. Ethan, what do you have?
I think that this is just probably the most notable will the night belong to Anora or not category. If Anora wins this category, I think it's all but locked up for the top categories. And if it does not, it's going to be very open to see what happens. That said, I'll go with Anora as well.
I'm going Conclave.
Ooh.
I think people are sick of that one movie taking every Oscar. And I think they're going to be looking for ways to reward different movies this year, especially in a year where there's no Oppenheimer. I
Sure.
think it's Conclave here.
Sure.
I skipped costume design, so let's go to costume design. The nominees are A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked.
Okay. My wish, Wicked, but also I think Conclave would be very chic. A chic would be a fun win. But my prediction is Wicked.
I don't know. I love like good like American 20th century movies with costumes, and I just thought A Complete Unknown like just got it so right and looked all so good. So I want it to be Complete Unknown, but I think it'll be Wicked.
Yeah, I want it to be Conclave, but I think I'm going with Wicked. Um, you know what's gonna be shocking? When Avenue Q wins. All right, let's go with Wicked.
My God.
Mhm.
Theater people from 2003 just rolled off their chairs.
So I got boomers, I got theater
Yeah.
kids.
Oh, who
All
else can
right,
we send into
let's see who
cardiac
else I can get.
arrest?
Cinematography.
All right, this is fun. All right, cinematography. The nominees are The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Ethan's favorite movie, Amelia Perez, Maria.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did any of you ever wake up after seeing Maria? Oh, and then Nosferatu, which is the coolest nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my wish is Dune 2 or Nosferatu. But I think it's gonna be Brutalist.
I would like it to be Dune Part 2, but The Brutalist seems like it's gonna win. Also, shout out that in the Independent Spirit Awards years ago, John Mulaney made a joke about Lol Crowley, so it's just kinda cool to see him
Yeah,
getting his flowers.
it's pretty funny. I I will be happiest if Nosferatu wins this because I think it's a gorgeous movie. But yeah, no, The Brutalist I think is gonna win this.
Mhm.
I think The Brutalist is gonna win this. I think they're gonna say this one earlier than expected, and I think everyone's gonna be like, ah, fuck, The Brutalist is gonna win.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
But
I
let's
think
see.
it's pretty
I
out
don't think
of yeah, I think it's pretty out of it.
We'll
yeah.
see. All right. Let's go to original score. The nominees are The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, The Wicked, and The Wild Robot.
My wish is that Dune 2 was robbed. It was robbed. If Wicked can get nominated, why was Dune 2 not nominated? With all that being said, I think Brutalist is gonna win.
Yeah, Ethan.
The answer is that the Challengers score was the best fucking score
Yeah.
since they
Mm-hmm.
invented scores for the social network. So that, absolutely should win. That said, The Brutalist will win.
I love the Brutalist score straight up. I listened to it. I did not love the movie. I think it's extremely long. Um, I didn't hate the movie. I think my favorite part of the movie is that it's kind of like a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, which is why I don't want it to win because I want Paul Thomas Anderson to win his Oscar first. But the soundtrack is great. I really like it. I will be happiest if they open the envelope and go, "Whoa, challengers!" But the Brutalist, I think, is going to win. To Ethan and Caroline's point. Original
Mhm.
song. We have El Mal from Amelia Perez. The Journey from the 688. Like a Bird from Sing Sing. Mi Camino from Amelia Perez. Never Too Late from Elton John. And Vagina or Penis from Amelia Perez. That's a joke. That was not nominated.
Original song, my wish is Like a Bird, my prediction is Like a Bird, because unfortunately, I think this is the only spot where Sing Sing is gonna get an Oscar, and that kills me, because the amount of people in the anonymous ballots I read that did not watch the movie, it kills me more with every day because it was the best movie of the year.
I'm like a bird.
I know it's like a rain. What I want to win is just like better original songs in movies, just like blanket statement. Like there is no winner. They're just like do better everyone next year. Maybe just give it to I'm Just Ken from Barbie from 2023. I think it's Diane Warren's year, and it's gonna be like great television to see what happens when she wins an Oscar.
Okay. My hope is nobody wins. They open up the envelope and it's just empty and they go, "What are we doing?"
Yeah.
And then they just walk off stage.
Yeah.
Um, what I predict wins. Okay, every year there's that category where I'm like, I want to go with my heart, and my heart's saying Diane Warren's gonna win. And then the fucking Academy goes, "Nope, El Mal won." So I'm going with El Mal from Amelia Perez. I think it's gonna happen.
Hmm.
I think this is where they get their award.
Huh.
Mm.
one of them. I think they're going to
Mhm.
get multiple.
How many times will they show Carla Sofia
Carlos is
Gaston?
Oh, it's too many. Well, actually, only once, and it's going to be crickets. No, never mind. It's going to be clapping because we live in
I
Trump's
think it'll
America.
only be at the time when her name is read.
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right. Original screenplay. The nominees are Anora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5th, and The Substance. The Substance won at Cannes. A Real Pain has won a bunch in a row, and Anora's been winning. This is a hard one.
It is a hard
Caroline,
one.
who do you have?
I think my wish is Anora, and my prediction is Anora.
Ethan?
I think that my wish is Anora, and I do think that A Real Pain is going to pull off this upset.
My wish is A Real Pain, and I think Anora is going to win. Anora is my pick. I will be happiest if The Substance wins, actually. But I think Anora is going to win.
I just think that Jesse Eisenberg is somehow like has like an overdue sense. Like he should have probably been nominated for more Oscars in the past, and this is for writing, and he seems to be all in on his writing. So I just think that people will be like, he's a good guy. Let's give him something.
Yep. And they might be. And I like I said, I won't be surprised about any of these.
Yeah,
frankly.
same.
Adapted screenplay, the nominees are A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing.
This one's really hard. I mean, if in a dream world there's a three-way tie with Sing Sing, Conclave, Nickel Boys, but I'm thinking this is where Nickel Boys gets an award.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Ethan?
Conclave.
Yeah, I'm Conclave as well. I would be happy for Nickel Boys. I'd be happy for anything except Amelia Perez, but I'm going Conclave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been reading I don't know. I think sort of like this is where they're like, we reward that this is like a new type of like screenwriter. And like, I think this is sort of where that can happen. Much like American Fiction last year with Cord Jefferson. I kind of think this is where that could happen.
Documentary feature film, Black Box Diaries, No Other Land, Porcelain War, soundtrack to a coup d'etat, and Sugarcane.
No Other Land, No Other Land.
I've seen none of these movies. So on Eli's recommendation alone, soundtrack to a coup d'etat.
Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat is a cool movie. I think No Other Land, No Other Land. Porcelain War might win, but I'm going No Other Land. Actor in a supporting role. I'm not even going to read the nominees. Do we all say Kieran?
My wish is Jeremy, but
my wish is just the four men from Anora, and Kieran's gonna win.
My wish is actually Edward Norton.
He's great. He's so good.
He needs something eventually. But yeah, I think Kieran's gonna win. It's the first award of the night. Supporting role actress. Monica Barbaro in A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande in The Wicked, Felicity Jones in What the Fuck Was That Accent, The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini sending faxes like nobody else in Conclave, and Zoe Saldana and Amelia Perez. We all think Zoe's gonna win, right?
I mean, here's what I don't know.
Are you not gonna vote Zoe?
My wish is Ariana.
Yeah.
There's a world where I see Isabella could win.
Yep, I see that too. But what's going on your ballot?
I know. That's where I'm like struggling. Because I think there's a world where I could see an Isabella upset like out of nowhere.
She does so little in that movie. That would be a crazy, like, we have to honor you for David Lynch passing and we all watch Blue Velvet again kind of a thing. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like, that'd be crazy.
But I'd argue it's an actual supporting performance.
That's true.
Yeah. And I think people like also the legacy of her parents as well. I think going Zoe, but there is a little bit of me that's wanting to say Isabella.
I say you go for it.
Go
it's
for
up
it.
To you. Go for it. Fuck up your ballot.
No, I'm going to say Zoe because I want to win.
Ethan, are you going to have the guts to say Isabella?
No, I'm going to say that Zoe's going to win. And the person I wish would win is Monica Barbaro, who I thought was like unbelievable and so glad that she got the nomination. And honestly, she should be like a big, like put her in stuff. She was great.
She will be in stuff. She got the nomination. That's a big deal. I would be happiest if she won. Zoe Saldana is going to win.
I would love a world where Ariana upsets. That'd
be great too.
Yeah.
I want to see like. I feel like that'd be the speech where like she can't get past the tears. Like
Yeah.
it'd just be such a shocker. All right. Animated feature film. Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoirs of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot. I've seen every one of these.
My wish is Wallace and Gromit because I love Feathers McGraw. That diva deserves more respect. One of our best villains out there, Feathers McGraw. Nobody's doing it like him. But my prediction is Flo.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Ethan, what do you say?
I've seen none of these movies because my child is not of animated movie age yet. So I'll just go with Flo and Flo.
Okay. It's between Flo and The Wild Robot. Obviously, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Flo more. I'll be happier if Flo wins. But the big studio didn't win last year. Miyazaki won last year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was international.
And it's also Miyazaki as opposed to like,
But
who is this dude from Latvia?
and also
Flo's really good.
and Flo is nominated for international as well. And my thought is I think people will vote for that for animated and not for international.
Me too.
Yeah. But Wild Robot has sound and score, right? I'm going Wild Robot, just to be different from you two.
Wow.
All right. Let's go international feature film. I'm Still Here. You guys, I'm still here. The Girl with the Needle, Amelia Perez, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Flo.
My wish is anything but Amelia Perez. My prediction is I'm Still Here.
Okay, so you're going with that.
Yep.
It's really just a matter of how many international people saw the controversy. Like in America, it was a huge controversy that felt like it totally tanked the film's chances. But like, does the international community care as much? I don't actually know. I'd say that with no judgment other than judgment on the opinions shared on Twitter years ago. But I don't know. Like it could still be Amelia Perez sneaking in. Kind of on accident. That said, I will also just go with I'm Still Here, I'm Still Here.
I think there's like a
Good.
lot of respect for Fernanda Torres and her mom, like being in the movie. I think there's like a big like Brazilian contingent that I think like internationally that I think is going to lead towards this winning.
Yeah.
Last year, I was so confident saying, there's no way Lily Gladstone's going to lose. There's no way Lily Gladstone's going to lose. And then Emma Stone won. And I love Emma Stone. I love her. But there's no reason she won. And I had a moment of like, oh, everything that I'm like, the storyline adds up so well for Lily Gladstone to win. Nobody cares about that shit. In the end, they're going to vote for what they want to vote for.
Fair.
I think Amelia Perez is going to win.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
All right. Let's go actress in a leading role. You got Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, Carla Sylvia Gaston in Amelia Perez / Ethan's Twitter feed, Mikey Madison in Honora, Debbie Moore in The Substance, and Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here.
Okay, this is very hard because I think there is equal arguments for Mikey, Demi, and Fernanda. I think that like this is going to be maybe our closest race. My wish is Cynthia because I think she should be getting more respect for doing all of her own stunts, singing live, being able to do that while not on the ground and singing Defying Gravity like that and creating a performance like that. My wish is Cynthia. But my prediction, I think I'm going Mikey.
I want Mikey Madison to win. That would make me happiest. I just think that she's like an absolute star and was the best in her movie of these 5 people. But I think Demi Moore is going to win. I think Eli, like you talk about story, it's just like sometimes they don't care, but I think sometimes they really care. And like, what better to reclaim sort of this former it girl who was sort of who had disappeared than giving her the Oscar. So I think it's Demi Moore.
I'm going Demi. I love Mikey Madison. I'd be happy if she won, obviously. I'd be happy if any of these people win except Carla. I think it's a wait your turn situation. I also think, you know how many times people win the Oscar and then their career just doesn't go anywhere? Like, I don't want Mikey to win the Oscar yet.
We're about to talk about
I want her to keep going.
Adrian Brody, who kind of did very little for a long
Yeah, but I think
time.
he was legendarily an asshole at that time and
Sure.
did some problematic things
Probably
as
still is.
well. Is this when Ethan does his reggae voice and introduces Adrian?
And he's banned
All
from
right.
the podcast.
Demi Moore. All right. Best actor in a leading role: Adrian Brody, The Brutalist; Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown; Coleman Domingo in. Oh man, I should have just said Domingo in Sing Sing from that viral lesson. Okay, Rafe Fiennes in Conclave and Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. Caroline.
I mean, I know obviously it's gonna be my wish is Coleman. He should be
Yeah, of
sweeping.
course.
It's sick
Yeah.
that he's not won any of these big awards when it's by far the best performance, but, like, prediction, Adrian. I hate it, but he's gonna win.
I think the thing about Coleman Domingo is he's really 2 years in a
Domingo.
row, 2 Best Actor nominations. He's in the new Spielberg movie that's starting to film. Like his star has risen. So
He
I
is.
think
Yeah.
the thing I'm annoyed about in the future already is when he's gonna win the Oscar for playing Joe Jackson in this, like, cursed Michael Jackson biopic,
no,
and
that's
that's,
gonna be
like
that's I think that's like a DOA movie, like a true DOA movie.
I don't know. I don't know. It's the discourse around it is weird, like,
The people
online.
are weird about Michael Jackson, but the sequel to Finding Neverland is coming out, and you know that shit doesn't have anything good
Yeah.
to say. Like, I cannot believe that these people's agents said, "Go do this movie." Like, that's crazy to me, and, I think it's DOA. I saw A Complete Unknown, and I texted you all the second that the credits started to roll. I'm a Timmy guy. I just think that he is, like, the future of star power in Hollywood. Dune 2 is amazing. He's the biggest star on this list by a lot. Just like, let's go. Timmy.
I want Timmy to win. I really do. I want Rafe to win, actually. I love Timmy. Uh, Rafe is so overdue. I'm gonna be very mad, but I think it's gonna be Adrian Brody.
Yeah. It sucks. It's like it's the pianist. It's like it's not it's
He is
fine.
good. Like, you can't
He's
he
fine.
is
Yeah,
good in the
good.
movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that you're saying this about Adrian Brody, but, like, how is this any different than Poor Things versus uh Killers of the Flower Moon last year? Like, we have a star versus I know Adrian Brody's not as unknown um as Lily Gladstone was, but Emma Stone's a star, and a lot of people ended up voting for the star in like a really flashy, showy role. And Timothée Chalamet is a star in a big, flashy, showy role with an older Academy who freaking loves Bob Dylan. Like, I know that international this, international that. Bob Dylan is the most beloved musical artist of the 20th century. And
Do I know a
Chalamet
big
crushed it.
difference, though? There's a big difference, which is Holocaust. A Holocaust movie's gonna win over
My God,
a
he
movie
already
like this.
won for a Holocaust movie.
It's gonna happen. It's
I
it's
well,
it's the nature of the Academy.
I also think because half of these people didn't finish The Brutalist, they're like, "Well, we're gonna throw it at the movie that's, like, longest runtime. This is the vote." Like, I may not have finished it, but in
I
act
don't
1, he's good.
know. We'll see.
I'd
We
be
will see.
happier if Conclave wins. All right, director. We got Honora, The Brutalist, Complete Unknown, Amelia Perez, and The Substance.
As much as I did not like The Substance, there is a world where I wish Coralie was winning because she is the only woman nominated.
Hell fucking yes.
Even though I don't ever need to see that movie again, and I'm really excited to not be talking about it more after this Sunday. Uh,
If
um,
you lose the Oscar ballot, we're making you watch it.
no.
How about her first movie?
Oh.
How about you have to watch her first movie?
Ooh, that's even better.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
you
it.
won't like
I
that.
haven't seen it.
You won't like it.
Is that really gross? I don't.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Of course, it's really
no.
gross.
Ugh.
You have to go watch Clown in a Cornfield with us.
No. I hate clowns. Absolutely don't make me do that. No. I'm already watching The Pit on my own volition, and I don't know why I'm doing that. But my other excitement would be Sean Baker. My prediction is Sean Baker, and I'll be very happy about that.
Ethan.
Yeah, I agree with Caroline that, like, I want Coralie Farjah to win. I just, like, talk about execution, man. Like, talk about fucking execution. And it rules. But agreed, I do think that Sean Baker is going to win this, and I will be so happy for him when he does. Like, how cool. What a cool vote for independent cinema.
I want Honora to win. I think Honora's going to win. That's on my ballot. If, to your point, if Sean Baker already wins an Oscar tonight for writing, I want Carly to win so badly. I think that'd be the coolest win in the history of the Oscars. A horror movie director winning. That doesn't happen. But I think it's Anora. Best Picture. The nominees are Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Ethan's favorite movie, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. Let's just say it. Anora's gonna win, right?
I mean, it really might not. It truly, truly,
yeah.
truly might not.
Who do you have?
I have Anora. I mean, I think Anora's gonna win, but like Conclave winning at SAG is notable. Like The Brutalist is still out there. Who again? Like, how many people didn't really give a shit about this controversy with Amelia Perez? Like, it's still there. It was everyone.
Oh, what a life!
4 weeks ago, everyone was like, Amelia Perez has this locked up. That was 4 weeks ago.
I know. I mean, I think I have Anora, but like it's also like razor edge close to Conclave, because I could see I don't know. It's that type of movie also that Academy voters really love, and I loved. I think Anora will have I think because I've been seeing a lot of ballots with Anora in the like 2 and 3 spot and with the preferential ballot stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I think
sort of
that's what
why
it's
I
doing, yeah.
think, Anora will edge out.
Well, that's our show. I don't feel good about anything I just said. What's gonna happen is fucking A Complete Unknown's gonna win every award, and we're just gonna be like, oh, well, there we go.
Eat Eli's
But I'll be
hat.
happy. That's the thing. I'll be happy.
Ugh.
I don't think this was a good movie here. I think we're gonna be looking back and be like, why didn't anyone talk about I Saw the TV Glow? That was the best movie that year. Having said that, this is one of the most fun award races we've ever had.
I'll say today
I'm into
we're
that.
recording on the 8-year anniversary of the Moonlight La La Land today.
Ooh, are we?
Mm-hmm.
God,
Wow.
we're old.
We are on it looks like the 9th anniversary of one of the greatest Oscar shames of all time. Speaking of Caroline, your t-shirt is when Julianne Moore beat real non-fictional character Amy Dunn for Best Actress that year. A true shame. Nobody's talking about Still Alice, especially not her. She don't remember. But
Jesus.
Wow. All right. Eli
Shots
took out
fired
the
at
boomers.
Alice.
Yeah, Eli
But-
took out the boomers. and
Rosamund
music theater.
Pike deserved that Oscar. We all know it.
But also,
Yeah,
Gone
fuck
Girl
you,
wasn't even.
Julianne Moore. You've
Gone-
heard it. Fuck you, Julianne Moore.
Gone Girl wasn't even nominated for Best Picture. What are we doing here?
All right, that's our show. Thank you everybody for listening. Go Oscars. Watch the Oscars. We'll see how we did. Probably bad. And as always, fuck you, Julianne Moore.
Oh, don't say that. We like Julianne Moore.
Oh, Ethan brought it up. Ethan released me.
That wasn't me.